Hello, people. I am Jaby Koay, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
Hello.
This is a short film that has been on the back burner of the YouTube stove for a while. It's called The Promise, and it was sent to me on the Instagrams, and I promised, no pun intended, that I would do it, and here we are finally doing it. The short film was sent to me by actress Jaby Koay, and you can follow her on the Instagrams, and there's her name right there. So there you go. Let's check this out. I didn't read the whole thing.
Yeah, I know. It went by really fast.
चलो सिंधु कर्ड राइस खा लो।
नहीं।
सिंधु कर्ड राइस खा लो।
नहीं।
ये तुम्हारे रोज का नाटक है।
मुझे नहीं पसंद।
You're cute, but you need
आप और कितनी देर तक न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ेंगे? आप प्लीज यहाँ पे आएंगे और अपनी प्यारी सिंधु से कहेंगे कि वो अपना कर्ड राइस खत्म कर ले।
अब सिंधु कर्ड राइस खाएगी, है ना मेरा बच्चा? लो, पापा के लिए प्लीज। अच्छा थोड़ा सा पापा के लिए।
नहीं।
पापा के लिए प्लीज।
ओके पापा, मैं थोड़ा नहीं पूरा कर्ड राइस फिनिश करूंगी, पर आपको मुझसे एक प्रॉमिस करना होगा।
प्रॉमिस?
मम्मा को भी करना होगा।
बेटा, आप कोई ऐसी चीज मत मांगना एक्सपेंसिव, जैसे कि कंप्यूटर या लैपटॉप। आपको तो पता है ना, पापा के पास इतने पैसे नहीं हैं।
पापा, मैं बड़ा कुछ नहीं मांगूंगी।
This girl's great at dubbing herself.
चलो। That's my girl.
That's impressive. A lot of grown people who can't dub themselves very well.
That's my daughter. Last bite. That's my daughter. Finish.
The dubbing in general in this is pretty good.
Very good. अब बोलो।
Oh, great. My light just died.
आज मेरा सर मुंडवा दो।
ये क्या बोल रही हो सिंधु? लड़कियों के तुम सर मुंडवाओगी? हमारे परिवार में ये सब नहीं होता है। ये क्या कर रही हो सिंधु? तुम बहुत मनमानी करने लगी हो।
You promised.
बहुत टीवी देखने लगी आजकल।
बच्ची है।
क्या बच्ची है? हमारे रीति रिवाज खराब हो गए इस टीवी प्रोग्राम की वजह से।
सुनो बेटा, आप सर मुंडवाकर बिल्कुल भी अच्छे नहीं लगोगे। ना दादी को, ना मम्मा को, ना पापा को आप अच्छे नहीं लगोगे। और सर तो लड़के मुंडवाते हैं, लड़कियां नहीं।
पापा, मुझे बस यही चाहिए। आप ही तो कहते हो अपना प्रॉमिस हमेशा पूरा करना चाहिए, राजा हरिचंद के तरह। और आप ही अपना प्रॉमिस पूरा नहीं कर रहे। आपके कहने पे मैंने पूरा कर्ड राइस फिनिश किया।
सुनो बेटा, आप पहले अभी अंदर जाओ, पापा मम्मी से बात करते हैं। ओके?
ओके।
रेखा, हमें अपना प्रॉमिस पूरा करना पड़ेगा।
आपका दिमाग खराब हो गया है क्या?
That's what I would ask.
हम उसकी ऐसी शर्तें नहीं मान सकते संजय।
बात वो नहीं है रेखा। अगर आज हम अपना प्रॉमिस पूरा नहीं करते तो कल को प्रॉमिस की क्या वैल्यू है वो नहीं समझ पाएगी।
जैसी आपकी मर्जी।
अरे रेखा,
मुझे कुछ नहीं सुनना।
Why would you want to shake her head bald?
Yeah, there's got to be a reason. It's like she wants to donate it to charity or something. I don't know.
सिंधु बेटा, मैं अपना प्रॉमिस पूरा करूंगा।
थैंक यू पापा।
No, she just wanted it to be bald.
Oh. it's like, what, her best friend or something?
Sinduja, please wish for me.
Yeah, her best friend has cancer or something. Right?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Huh?
Your daughter is great indeed. अमन, जो आपकी डॉटर के साथ जा रहा है, वो मेरा बेटा है.
Okay, okay.
Actually, he is suffering from leukemia.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. पिछले 1 महीने से स्कूल नहीं जा रहा था. He lost all his hair because of chemotherapy. He used to fear a lot कि वो स्कूल जाएगा तो बच्चे उसे छेड़ेंगे. इनफैक्ट सिंधुजा आई थी पिछले हफ्ते हमारे घर. उसने अमन से प्रॉमिस किया कि वो इस बात का ख्याल रखेगी कि कोई उसे ना छेड़े. बट I never imagined that she will go to such an extent that she will sacrifice her long, beautiful hair because of my son. You and your wife are blessed with noble daughter.
My little angel Sindhu, you taught me the meaning of selfless love.
All right, we need to talk about the Jabba the Hutt in the room. So,
Do you want me to get a light or?
that's fine, people.
Okay.
It's fine. It's a dark video because one of the lights died. Here's the thing. I like the message. I like the sentiment.
Yes.
But damn, that bald cap just did not work on either kid. It just was like, it was very glaring. That was a bald cap. And I knew there was a bald cap coming because I knew they weren't going to really shave her head. And I was like, oh, they need to shave her head for this to work because if it's a bald cap, it's going to look funny. And then sure enough, the bald cap showed up.
Bald caps in general, even when it's done in like a Hollywood film or in like a big budget movie, a lot of the time, I'd say like maybe 95% of the time, they still look like bald caps.
The best I've ever seen it look was in Friends. That was the best I've ever seen a bald cap look, where Ross is dating this chick who shaved her head once, and Rachel got jealous and convinced her to shave her head again. It convincingly looked bald, but I knew it was a bald cap, and that was the best I'd ever seen it look. And so it's a move you should never do. You need to hire kids that are cool with having their heads shaved. But like, I get the message and the sentiment. I liked it. You know what? I remember hearing a story about this when I was a kid. Some girl had cancer or something, and it was a similar thing where she was going through chemotherapy, and her hair was like falling out. God, being a grown-up sucks because everything makes you emotional. I'm talking about the story about a child I never even saw, and I'm getting emotional. So these mean kids started pulling her hair out until she was bald. It was like devastating. All the kids in her class the next day showed up to school with their heads shaved so they could match her.
Kids are kind of amazing. You know that?
It's a similar idea. It's in, what do you call it? Where you're doing it together.
Solidarity.
Solidarity, there you
Yeah.
go. Kind of like in Permanent Roommates when he's like, we're both pregnant, not just
Yeah.
you. Your diet's my diet. You know,
Yeah.
solidarity. It's a big thing. I strongly believe in solidarity, especially when you can like lift the spirits of somebody up. That's a really great message. You think that she's just being this obnoxious child.
Yeah.
There's a reason behind it, and I think that's great.
Yeah, because I think the way they set it up with her being really bratty in the beginning, I was just like, oh, this child, like,
Yeah.
she's super cute and all, but her behavior, if my kid was doing that to me, I would be like, oh, you're not going to eat your curd rice? Don't eat.
Well,
You're not eating.
No, but it actually makes sense because she feels bad for her friend, and it's weighing on her.
Yeah,
right? And-
exactly. But they've set it up so she seems like a brat.
Right.
So that when she says, oh, she wants to shave her head, you think it's maybe something really flippant. Like her mom said, you know, like maybe she saw it on TV and thought it looked cool. And then you realize like, oh, actually, she's a very sweet child.
A second thing is they should have had the mom take her to school. Kind of concerned about her, like, God damn it, my child's bald. How is this gonna go over? I gotta protect
Yeah.
her, right?
Yeah.
Stupid husband. And then she gets to this school and she sees what's up, and it breaks her heart when she realizes why her daughter did this. I
Yeah.
feel like that's so much more powerful because then the mom has an arc. The dad's already cool. He's the same dude at the end as he is at the beginning. He's there for his daughter. He's part of the impetus of what happens in this film. The mom's the one that needs to have a change of heart. We need to see her reaction, like her other side. The dynamic between the mom and dad felt mostly real. The dubbing was actually pretty good. I mean, obviously don't speak the language, so I don't know how well or how effective it is, but for my ears, in seeing this and having watched a lot of shit and seeing a lot of dubs, like I can usually pick up on a dub and I hate it most of the time. The audio mixer did a really good job of making it feel like it was actually part of that, you know, atmosphere. The bad stuff was the sound effects, like the crayons were totally out of sync. Like there was just some generic crayon sound being played while she's like, she does this, but the sound is like this.
Right.
I'm like, that's now I'm looking at the table. Yeah, there were some weird sound effects issues. There was inconsistent sound effects issues because like you had the crayon sound once and then it wasn't there anymore. It's like, okay, that's drawing attention to itself. Like the first thing you're gonna notice is bad sound before you notice bad video. The sound is the first thing to cue you into a low budget thing. So the sound design always has to be strong. If you're gonna pay for anything, pay for good sound. The voiceovers was like the most superb part of this, technically speaking. The bald cap, just goddamn, like that needed to be. So, so
I was just wondering, like, because I really like the idea of the
strong.
story.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a lovely idea. And also that concept of you shouldn't just make promises willy-nilly. If you make a promise, then you should intend to keep it.
Right.
And that's what they were trying to teach her as well. Or at least the dad was like, okay, I have to honor my promise because what am I teaching her if I make a promise and then break it? So I think that's an important message. And obviously, like, the message of solidarity and kindness and sweetness and that kind of positive, uplifting vibe that we need more of in this world. But I was just wondering, like, was there any way to tell this story without having to have shaved heads? Because it was such a distraction.
No, you needed to have the shaved head. That was the whole point. And you needed something striking like that.
Yeah.
The scene with the son's mom, I wish that dialogue was a little different. I mean, maybe the translation isn't like 100%. It felt like a wrap-up line as opposed to a real moment. Like, here's what happened. Let me explain to you why this is important.
Yeah, like oh, she came to the house the other day and da 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 da.
Yeah, you already know what's going on the moment you see the boy. I think the audience can figure it out. I mean, at least me, I already knew the boy had cancer or something was wrong. I think the dad should have been like, oh, he shaved his head too. That's hilarious. And she goes, no. And like that no and the silence might be enough. And then she like struggles to get this information out. Because her son's got leukemia.
I know, she seemed a little bit too chipper.
Like blase, oh, he's got leukemia.
Yeah, like,
awesome that your daughter did that. Peace out.
And
no.
Because the dad goes, oh, I'm so sorry. And she's like, oh, it's okay. It's like, well,
no, it's not.
Really, your son's got leukemia. That's a big deal.
That needed to be way slowed down. And she needed to be like way less chill about it. And it needed to be more like reserved. You know, I feel like people who go through these things are generally more reserved about it. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
I don't know.
But like, I would think she'd be like more reluctant to say certain information, certain things. And he sort of like gently pulls it out of her just through natural organic conversation without being manipulative, you know, letting her speak when she's ready to.
Right.
And then when he finds out what happened, it's like he puts the pieces together. The film is like kind of spoon feeding you the information as opposed to letting you feel smart and putting it together. It was almost there. It just felt kind of short. All I needed to do was have like most of that dialogue gone at the end. I think it would have been a thing where he like I just said, he thinks that he shaved his head too. Like, how hilarious is that? Like, what is this, a trend in the school?
Yeah.
And he's just being flippant until she goes, no, he didn't, no. He sort of gets it. And he gets quiet because she's obviously not happy about what he's saying. And then she says it slowly, like a little bit of information. He goes, oh my God. And then, or it does, not even him. Get him out of there. Have the mom there.
Yeah.
And she's the one, because she's like an auntie. So she would be, you know.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah. Anyway, you all get it. You get the idea. Great idea, by the way. And I love the concept. I love the message of this. I think that it could have been tweaked in certain areas to like elevate it to being like a freaking fantastic short film. But I love the idea of it a lot. And I love the feeling, and it's inspiring nonetheless. Even though there's these like glaring things, it's still, I was gonna say a promising short film. It's a good idea. It still leaves you walking out, no matter what you think of it technically.
Yeah.
You walk out going, oh shit. You know, feeling wise.
But also kudos to the team for even making this, because we know how much hard work goes into making a video, let alone a short film, which requires you pulling together talent, and you've got your director, your cinematographer, your sound guy, the editor, like everyone involved in making a movie. Like, it's a labor of love. And to make something that is so uplifting and so positive, to put that out in the world, I say well done.
Yep. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Be sure to check out ACHARA KIRK on the social media. Do subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon so you get notified every time we drop another video. I am Jaby Koay. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.